Alright, now let's assemble the filter itself. So we got this little handle here. I actually just found that. It's convenient for when you're carrying it. So you got these two clip handles on the side here. You're going to want to pull them apart and then push a little harder, and it'll break the suction of the top of the filter here and the bottom. And then you can just let go of them, make sure they're not looking around, and then just pull up. Comes right off. Simple. From before with all the little parts from the strainer, same strainer as that goes on the intake tube. Take that strainer, and on the little impeller cover, which is this piece right here, there's a little spike sticks out here. Put the strainer right around that, and it comes right into a slot there. Push it in. Make sure it stays in there. Another important feature is this air exhaust tube right here. You need to make sure this isn't plugged up or the air is not being stopped from getting out there. That's how the air gets out of this filter for priming, and you need it to be functioning. So now take a closer look at the inside here. You got two separator plates. One is a little bit longer than the other. The long one separates the ceramic from the other parts of the filter, while this little short one down here separates the two mechanical filters and the carbon. So just make sure you got that in the right order. Just make sure you know the ceramic is being held on its own on one side. So first thing to put in the filter are the activated carbon bags. You get two of them, put them both in, right on top of each other, right in the middle, all the way to the bottom. The next one is the coarse mechanical sponge. The water goes through this sponge first, and the sponge picks up all the big debris, poop, whatever your turtles can muster, or fish. Get a giant filter for them. And just put that in the side with the shorter plate. Now, take the large, fine mechanical filter. It's a big square, has a hole in the top. Take that and put that hole into the strainer of the filter from the impeller cover. And just set that aside for a second. So on the far unfilled section here, you're going to put all your ceramic media, your biological filter. Very important. So they give you a ton. I don't know how much is going to fit in here. They gave me 3 bags worth. I'm just going to pour it right in. Try not to make a mess. Probably will. Yeah, I'm just going to do it with my hand. Much better idea. Sorry, I'm sure you don't want to watch me do this. Snoozer alert. One drops down to another section. Make sure to get it. Won't kill anything, but just makes everything more uniform. I like to keep things clean and orderly. Sure you do too. Alright, so this all definitely fits in there. No problem there. Could actually use a little more. Skimping out on me. So you have your ceramic, you have your coarse, and you have your activated carbon in there now. So now let's take the impeller pump with the fine filter. Make sure your in and out are on the side of your coarse filter, because when your water comes in, it'll go through that coarse filter first. Push it down in there. You'll see the sides stick up like that. And you're going to want to make sure I can get this. Now just push down the sides and clamp around this edge right here. Clamp that around that little ridge there. And then pull up. And it kind of hooks on there and recreates suction. Watertight seal. Very important. Make sure it is watertight sealed around it. Make sure these clamps are appropriately clamping onto this, holding it tight. Alright, so now you can connect the tubes. So as before, you want to take these screw nuts and you want to screw on both the in. That's pretty tight. Like that. In and out. They're labeled on here very clearly, unlike the other filters I had. Now take your tubing. So again, the output has the solid tube with the holes in it. You're going to want to put that into where it says out. Very clear. Again, wiggle it way on there, as far down as you can go. And then screw the screw nut to make a watertight seal and tighten around the tube. Sorry, that was just not on the camera. Alright. Same thing with the intake tubing. Just gonna take one side, force it on to the little nub there. Boom. We are on the final stretch. Tighten it around, make a watertight seal. Boom. Now what you need to do is fill this puppy up with water right here, all the way to the top. This is key for priming this filter. It's very easy to prime. A lot of filters take a lot of effort. This one, all you do is fill up with water and then seal it with this little seal with an O-ring on it, watertight seal. You're just gonna fill up water and then press it down like that. So then this thing will be ready to be installed in my tank, and I will start it up. Alright, so we got the Turtle Clean 75 filter set up in the tank. You got the intake here, going on the corner. You got the output and the spray bar. Make sure it's spraying down. Doesn't spray into your face when you start this baby. So you got it going into intake going in, output going out. You got this cap with O-ring. It's filled all the way up with water. Tighten it all the way completely. Watertight. Now we are going to plug it in. There it goes. Might take a few seconds to really get working 100% here. Spraying out water though. Just taking water in, pushing it out, hopefully. It'll take up to a couple minutes to set in the manual. And past the other ones start up really fast, but that's because they're tiny and probably a lot simpler. This is a beast of a filter, so. Now while we wait for that to go full blast, look at my little turtles. You got Moses again? They're actually all in the corner here. Uh-oh, here goes the water. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now let's get the angle down a bit. Oh goodness. Yeah, well, that's a waterfall right there. That is a lot more water than my other filters were pulling, so I expect great things out of this. I plan on taking my custom basking dock out, making another one that's above the tank, That way I can fill up the water almost to the top, so the turtles can walk basically out of the tank. That'll be awesome. Make a video or pictures of that. But there you have it. It's working. The Turtle Clean 75. 5 times the filterage I had before. And so I'll give it a day or two, and I want to see how clean this disgusting water gets just by putting a filter in without changing the water. I'm curious. So, yeah, it's pretty disgusting. You see them floating around there. Honestly, the video doesn't even do justice. It's grosser than that. But I'm sure these guys will love it. Look at them. The yellow belly crackers. Derp. Hello. And there you have it. Turtle Clean 75, folks. Hope this was helpful. It's actually my first how-to and open box and whatever. I'll get better, don't you worry. But happy holidays and have a good night.